Welcome to the Orange House, hosted by Anthony Cozio and Dominic Patrone.
And welcome to the Orange House. My name is Anthony Cozio, and we're back. It is Thursday. It's October. Finally October.
It's finally cold. I wore a sweatshirt to school today.
Yeah, I know, right? This is the first time I actually. Well, I'm not. I'm in a t-shirt and shorts now, just because I'm back home. But I was wearing a hoodie today for the first time.
Yeah.
And I realized that I need. Dude, I don't know where any of my winter clothes have gone.
Dude, I specifically, when I went down to Sacramento most recently, I made sure to grab all my winter clothes. This is only a thin sweatshirt though. I'm waiting for those days where it's dark. I need that heavy duty shit.
Where it's rain. We got a little bit of rain today or not even today, yesterday, and I'm just waiting for that downpour.
I'm waiting for that day when my brain recognizes it as leaving the ice cave.
What?
It's winter.
I see what you mean.
I'm a caveman.
I remember
my caveman brain.
I remember last year when I moved to this spot right here, we didn't have heat. We had no heat here, and
I had no heat.
I had no heat either for the first time.
It worked 50% of the time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if it's in the shop, but the heater back there puts in some work. But I remember waking up. Probably for the first 4 or 5 months, or no, probably for the first 3 to 4 months that I lived here.
Freezing.
Just freezing, bro. I don't know what it's like, granted, I don't know what it's like living in the Midwest where, you're legitimately could die.
It's fucking cold.
But, dude, I would wake up in my bed. I'd open my eyes, thank God I had a bunch of blankets in my bed, and I as a person, just run hot as fuck. So I was fine in bed. Then the second I get out, I could see my breath.
Yeah.
I remember that
you could.
in my
it's
own
not
house.
Exaggeration.
In my own house, I could see my breath. I would just come out here, and I would turn on the stove and just leave it on. And I'd turn on the oven and just leave it open so that the heat. That was my only source of heat.
Yeah, that oven heat was precious.
Oh yeah, I would sit by the oven I would drink coffee and just kind of sit by the oven, and it was nice. It was nostalgic thinking about the struggle. Now I can just sit by. Now I just turn on that heater, bro, and I just sit by the heater I wake up, and then I go turn it on, and just jump back into bed, and while that thing starts cooking, dude, and then pretty soon it gets unbearably hot, and I just come out here and I just cook for a little bit.
It's a gas one, which I haven't seen before I was here.
Oh, we're on that industrial era shit, bro. We're on that fire hazard shit.
No.
Sound.
It's your bathroom.
Oh, it's my bath. I thought that was the microphone.
Close the door, damn it.
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah, later.
Later.
Sometimes it just does that, dude. It'll just be sitting here, all of a sudden the toilet will just be
I think it's just resetting.
I don't know.
You gotta reset your toilet.
Some ghost is using my toilet, man.
Dude, I'm stressing out. I don't know how next week's gonna be because midterms start next week for me.
They start next week for you? Dude, I've been having midterms for the past 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that they're spaced out, but same here. But what do you feel prepared?
That's why I texted you today. We got to do that study session for our management class.
Yeah.
And then I have an English one. That one's a little more I don't know, because I feel like with management classes, I've taken enough business classes to where everything starts to relate to each other. Dude, so I can usually get by. But this English class, it's my only GE, and it's Bible and literature and stuff. And
that's got to be is it you got to know vocab, or do you have to, essays, or what?
It's on Genesis, so I just gotta read.
Oh, so it's legitimately Genesis. About the Bible.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's wild.
Yeah, so I gotta read Genesis, and we did a practice thing today, and a bunch of the questions. I gotta read
Genesis.
Yeah, I gotta read Genesis. But we have to the thing is I feel coming from a religious school background, I I know like a good amount of the stories and stuff
Yeah.
from the Bible, but like I've realized like I only know the big stuff. Like, there's plenty of stuff I have no idea what the hell we're talking about. Like names I've never heard of, and like I guess Old Testament wasn't really a huge focus. Like once we get to AD, I'll start knowing more. Once Jesus gets born, I'll know more.
I see what you mean. I mean, I had the same thing where like I went to a private Christian school for pretty much my whole life.
Yeah, theology is like a class we had to take.
Exactly. Well, so I was gonna say though, like growing up, I had about 15 years almost of having those classes, and still it surprises me how deep you can really go into knowing like certain, like some people, I mean, theologians go so deep into like just the book of Genesis or something where it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, there's the endless stuff you really can be learning there. But that's an interesting class. I haven't taken an English class since like freshman year.
Yeah,
And they were just like essays. I never had a test.
I have one more GE my last semester here. How many GEs do you have left?
I'm taking my last GE class right now,
Okay.
which is
Upper division pathway, right?
no, it's I think, or maybe it's just like it's just one from earlier that's just got kind of left behind. But it's my last GE. That's all I know. It's a kinesiology class, all online. That it's called, or it's like American Sports and Film, I think it's called.
That seems like a breeze.
And my advisor was the one who
Pointed
it out to me. She's like, "Hey, take this class because all you do is just, I leave my homework. I put that in quotes for Sunday night or Sunday morning. So my homework is just I gotta watch the movie of the week, which is always a sports movie, like literally like Rocky, or
nice.
We watched Warrior, which is like some MMA movie. We watched one about wheelchair rugby, which was actually really fucking cool. It was called Murder Ball, I think.
Murder Ball.
Yeah, it was a big documentary in like 2005 that it's about wheelchair rugby, and like,
How do you do that?
dude, I mean, if I look up videos, do you think we can like sync it up easily? I'm gonna show you wheelchair rugby because it's crazy.
What are we doing for Halloween? I have no idea.
We have two shows, man, or one show.
What do you mean?
My band's having a show on the 30th.
On
all
off,
of you,
on,
Chico.
Wait, is that Halloween or is that
That's
the
the
day before?
31st.
The 31st.
31st. Yeah, it's the 31st. We're doing it the day before that Saturday because Halloween's on a Sunday this year. Unfortunately,
I don't know if I'm trying to like do anything on Sunday. Bro.
Yeah, me neither.
I'll like keep it low key.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Check this out.
The boys?
I mean, dude, this is they get crazy.
It's not indoors.
Yeah, they play it on a basketball court.
Yeah.
See, I learned so much from my kinesiology class.
Chuck Aoki.
Let me skip ahead. I'm gonna skip ahead to 1:15 just to see some action. You know what? The documentary made it seem a lot more hardcore than
They're
that.
basically, for anybody who's not watching, they're just bumping wheelchairs into each other.
But I mean, the documentary, they took some spills, man.
It reminds me of wheelchair basketball. By the way, they're not using a rugby ball; they're using a volleyball.
No, I think it's like
it's
like a modified.
Look at that. That's a volleyball.
I think it's. Either way, I'm not trying to diss the.
No, I'm not.
I'm not trying to
Just
diss
saying,
the wheelchair rugby.
Anthony
team,
hyped
dude.
this up a lot more.
No, I said the documentary was dope, which I stand by that. It was really good. It won a
Grammy.
Was it a Grammy?
No,
Wasn't
a Grammy.
That's music, right?
Yes.
It won an Academy Award,
Oscar, Golden Globe,
whatever it is. I don't know.
A Tony?
It won it, but yeah, Murder Ball was pretty dope.
Doesn't porn have like awards?
Yeah.
What's that called?
I don't know what I mean.
A Boney?
I don't know. I think.
I don't know. Comely?
I don't know. It's like I think a Boney sounds good.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
I wonder what like kind of awards they're giving out at like the porn awards.
Oh, dude, I can only imagine. There's probably so many.
That has gotta be quite the event.
Where do they do that? Is that because I know that they have those AVN things. Do we even want to be going?
I mean, I just pulled up the Wikipedia list of pornographic film awards, and there's quite a lot of them. I mean, they're all obviously, well, I guess not so obviously, broken up by like country. So like each country has a different like festival. But then you get down, I mean, United States has a lot more. They got the Grabbies. The Grabby Award. The Golden Dickie.
I knew it was just going to be... See, that's the thing. The whole, like, porn is just a rip-off of, like, normal shit. It's like, I knew it was going to be the Golden Globes. What can we turn that? No effort. The least amount of effort possible.
Then there's the straight-up Pornhub Awards, which that's probably like what you shoot for. Yeah. No, that's probably like the Grammys of the porn world. If I had to guess.
The cummies.
Yeah, I don't know why that's not on this list. Yeah, here's the high class, the X-rated critics organization,
the Webcam Awards.
Where's that?
Right below.
Oh, yeah, that's now that we're in the new normal,
the digital era,
the new normal. We gotta have the Webcam Awards. I'm intrigued. I don't want to have too much dead air on this podcast, but I could go. I want to know more.
Anyways, let's get off the topic of porn. The best thing. What the? On Google Streets?
Oh yeah, no. So I found this is actually funny. I found this website when I was looking. I was really bored in class, and I was just at this thing. It's like 75 websites to look at when you're bored.
Oh, bro, I can't tell you how many times I've looked that kind of shit up, bro. Like, have you ever been on Board Button?
Dude, that's the one I was thinking of today, man. I was waiting.
They just have a bunch of cool, like, you click the little button.
I was trying to think. I was in class. I was like, what's the one that Dom was talking about? The end of press a button.
Literally, like, that is like peak boredom. Like, I know I'm going to Board Button, it means I've thought of everything else, and it's like, I can't, like, my brain, I can't come up with. This dude, they have so many, like, websites. Yeah. One of them's like, you put your, like, mouse anywhere on the screen and it'll like come up with a picture that points right at your
so
like the most brain dead shit, dude, bro. It's literally
you have your monitor anywhere that your cursor is. It takes a second, but it generates a photo, like a real photo of a person pointing exactly where you're like, you can move it like a quarter of an inch, and it's a different photo that's going exactly right there. It's so funny.
It's literally the most brain dead, like, minimal activity. Like, how many, like, what's the fewest amount of neurons that I can fire right now, but still, like, do something? Like, I'll go on Board Button because I have nothing else to do.
Dude, it's so.
They've got a bunch of them. They've got one where it's just this humming noise, and you get like a realistic throat, and you can like close the throat to change the noise, and like close the nose. Yeah, bro. You can pull the tongue.
I'm gonna be checking that out.
You just
have
to click till you find it. A lot of them, a lot of the sites on there, like, I've just figured out they're on this website called Neil.fun or something.
Man, there's one that I used to go to when I was younger that was like, it's something like that. It was like all these crazy animations that you can mess with.
It's called Neil.fun. I remember I went on like spend Bill Gates' money.
Wait, it's a Neil.fun?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to say it is.
This?
Yeah. There's like a spend Bill Gates' money. You can go down to the depths of the sea. Like, there's only a few, but they're pretty good. There it is. Spend Bill Gates' money.
Like what?
I
see.
You get that amount of money. Scroll down. There's like, you can buy like NFL, NBA teams.
Oh, so that's hilarious.
An acre of farmland. Don't tell Herm.
Don't tell Herm, bro. This shouldn't be an acre of burn scar land. Herm will go crazy.
If we could just get like $3,000 each. No, I'm sorry, Herm, but Chico State's only giving me.
It's really something when you come home after a long day of working, and you're just like. You're just tired, and then you sit on the couch, and then all of a sudden, your roommate comes up to you and goes, "Bro,"
and you're like,
"Bro, no, they're like, hear me out. If we can get $10,000 between the two of us," I'm like, "Dude,
first of all, you shouldn't have started with that." I don't have $5,000 laying around.
Dude, are you kidding me? I was like paycheck to paycheck.
Well, it's just like it gets to the point where like if you hear like, hear me out, like it triggers my fight or flight response, bro. I'm like, I gotta get out, or I just gotta be like, I do not have I don't have a couple grand lying around. No, I don't know how we could build vertical farming units.
I know a lot of people like that just have
business ideas,
those grandiose ideas.
It's literally like
that.
It's like so many of those guys that just like think that the whole like you can just get the whole thing done if you just come up with the outcome.
Exactly.
We just need to get some land and like farm it. And it's like, okay, how are we gonna? First of all, like they think they can just say it and like that's a great. Like no one's ever thought of it. Like, bro, you gotta do it too, bro. Like you can't just say that.
That's the thing. Like we
need a loan.
It's like,
bro, do you know how hard it is to get a loan? Like, especially for like 20 grand.
You have no credit.
Yeah,
you have no credit. You need credit to get a loan.
We just gotta do it somehow.
Let's rob a bank.
I was on Grind Reminder on Instagram.
Dude, I fucking
those
hate
accounts, bro.
Those accounts, dude.
Those shitty motivational accounts.
Those,
that are just like it's literally just like guys you've never heard of, but apparently are these fucking rich investors.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
Are you still It's like those. Are you really jerking off?
Yeah,
it's the equivalent. Are you really working a fucking 9 to 5?
Bro, I'm sitting here on my couch for 8 hours a day, doing nothing.
I make my
$200,000 a month.
I make my own schedule. I have 8 cars. What are you working a 9 to 5? And like literally, like there'll be those few accounts where it's like, no, like get a 9 to 5.
Do you remember? I think his name was Ty Lopez.
Yeah.
With here in my garage, my Lamborghini.
Yeah.
That fucking shit. I mean, that was like the poster child for that.
They all don't do shit, bro. They're all like. Yeah. They all always get exposed, bro. The only dudes I haven't seen get exposed are dudes like, I don't know, guys I like have some like Gary V. Like he's got some credit, I guess.
Who's Gary V?
I don't. He's like, listen, I see him on these things all the time because I always get him recommended for some reason, and he's always yelling. They're always yelling, and I don't know. Gary V seems like he might have. I don't really know enough about him, but like, all those dudes just yell at you like, yeah, bro, but. Do you know the odds of just like I'm not just gonna become a day trader all of a sudden, bro?
Yeah,
like that's tough. That they act like it's so easy too. It's like no, I'm not just gonna put down my life savings and make a bunch of money day trade. I'd probably lose it all, to be honest. Like that's hard to do.
Dude, I would totally lose it all. Are you kidding me? That's
like I'm scared to put like $200 in Bitcoin. Like
yeah, and it's just like if anything is taught, if I have been taught anything in like the past few years, it's that. Everything's very variable. Like I don't have like any. There's no like consistency at this point right now. So where like I could have, I gotta save my money because I don't know how much money.
That's another. Yeah, that's another one. They'll be like, "What are you fucking putting into the rich people don't put their money in savings accounts. They invest." Like, calm down, bro. I'm just trying to hold on to my money. You're getting no interest.
Oh my God.
Should be in a money market account. Fool!
What are you invested in ETFs?
Options! Futures! Bro, really, I got a Golden One savings account. Bro, yeah. I got a Robinhood.
It's like, dude, I think I might fail my finance exam. I can't handle this right now.
Like that subliminal messaging, like, put your life savings in crypto.
Yeah, oh my gosh, dude. The crypto guys they just get annoying to me after a little bit. The guys who are just too obsessed, because I have some friends too who are really into crypto, and they don't make it a problem for anyone else, but there's some guys that know a little bit about it.
Are you still invested in Microsoft, pussy?
But kind of taking the conversation randomly somewhere else, there was something big about Facebook and Instagram. I remember my Instagram was down for like a day or something like that, and then I hear a bunch of stuff in the news about it being like kind of a bigger thing than just it was down.
There's a lot.
Do you know anything about that?
I'll spit on my mic from that last thing.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
No. I remember I was a little late on that, but I was on Twitter because that's where like everybody took refuge while Facebook and Instagram were down. And everyone, like I didn't really care. Like, well, I don't use Instagram that much, but I was on Twitter and everyone's like, "Oh my God, like, what's going on?" And then like it was anonymous hacked them.
Oh
like that's what I heard.
It's cute.
And then you like, dude, the thing about anonymous is like, there's so many of these like. I don't want to say it.
I thought that was like a thing in the past. I thought they kind of like disbanded. Or
dude,
something.
there's like, did they like have? I swear to God, it's like a bunch of people that there's like people that actually a few actual hackers and then a bunch of dick riders who just go around like we are anonymous. It's like, but nobody gives a shit. Like you're not cool for that. Like, don't stop, bro. Like, but like, I guess like the source code or something for Facebook and Instagram was like missing. Well, and the weird thing was like here's where you'll get a little the anonymous stuff. I don't know about that, but I do know that the same day it happened, a whistleblower came out, and it's on 60 Minutes. It's a 60 Minutes interview about, I think it was like they knew that they were, violating privacy rights and stuff, which is stuff pretty much everybody knows at this point. But it was like some big like whistleblower expose, and like people were saying like, oh, they shut it down because it's a lot bigger news that Facebook and Instagram shut down than that whistleblower. Plus, it stops it from being spread as much on Facebook and all that. Plus, there was another report that no mainstream media covered. I'm not trying to sound like a conspiracy theorist. Like I just happened to see this. Like they call it's like
worth bringing to
the
attention.
Pandora Papers or something, and a bunch of like celebrities and like politicians got caught up in like having like offshore businesses and bank that they were all transferring money to. But like in reality, if you're not like a complete like just brain dead, like just listen to everything, believe everything anybody tells you, like you knew that people were doing this. You knew politicians and world leaders were doing that shit.
I was
like,
gonna say, like, do you really? I know what you actually think, but like, do you think the vast majority of people actually think that like that
I
like
worry
that
sometimes.
that like big tech organizations or whatever, or like the government actually respects their privacy?
Yeah.
Do you think people like actually?
I wonder, bro.
Because
Like,
I mean, I feel like since I was a little kid, it was just always like known to me that like yeah, we respect your privacy, but we actually it does. And then obviously all this shit with like Snowden and all that has come
I
out,
genuinely wonder if
I
like
don't know.
people watch the news and see like big politicians. I'm not gonna say any names because I don't want to get like freaking people say I'm biased one way or the other, but like, do you look at those big politicians up on TV and when they say what they say, do you believe what they say? Do you believe that they're not taking kickbacks,
it goes across
getting
the
money
board.
from businesses and corporations? Like, do you genuinely think that that all of them are like like I'm doing the best? No, that a lot of them are stuffing their pockets because they can. Like, they're people. Like, do people really go up there and just like, oh my God, everything the government does is for the best. Like, they know what they're doing, and I trust them 100% of the time.
That's why I think it's so important that like there's an emphasis on the local government, because that's, first of all, those are the people that aren't making millions of dollars outside of, or they're not making millions of dollars period most of the time. Secondly, that's going to affect you the most, and it's going to affect your community the most, and you can actually kind of have your foot in it. But as far as like, I don't know, as far as like going past like a congressman, it really like doesn't feel like anyone has their best interest at heart.
Yeah, I don't know. It's getting weird now because I feel like, I don't know, we've been like subject to a lot more federal and state mandates lately, obviously with the COVID stuff. So
I mean, yeah, totally.
So it's weird. I feel like
it is a wild thing. Like, I really, sorry to cut you off, but like it's weird to think that we're gonna be looking back at this maybe and thinking like that was, a really big event that right now it just feels like life.
Yeah. It's weird for me just because obviously like having like any like big government action is obviously kind of like weird. It's strange like to have, because it's, you don't really think of it like before. Like, what'd you see, Like growing up, would you see the president like once every like 2 or 3 months, and he'd make a speech and like nothing happened, nothing changed?
Well, yeah.
Like,
Also, I was paying attention a lot less.
Well, no, but like I feel like how often do you really see the president? Like he makes a speech once in a while, but like lately, like you have to pay attention to everything they say because it could like happen to you in like a week or two.
Yeah. No, we've been glued to just like taking in more information.
I hate it, bro.
I had to just kind of like completely disconnect myself from it. And it
hate.
still makes its way into my life.
I can't watch like TV news, like cable news.
Well, I just
I won't watch that anymore because it's like I feel like I'm almost like like every time you turn on the news or like something is like something like okay. Every day there's something that I should be freaking out.
God.
Look at these numbers. Yeah. Look. And then the
He's scared.
And then the next day it's like, well, what about these ones? It's like
there's another thing coming.
Yeah, like every day I'm supposed to be fucking terrified of what's coming. Like dude. I just need a second to relax. Yeah. Like, and I find like when I don't pay attention to social media as much, like obviously if it's important. I'm smart enough to know like what's really pressing and what I need to pay. But like every day, like it feels like, and you know, the news needs fucking money too. They want to make money. They're gonna like make everything seem like a big fucking deal when it's probably not. And
it is a business, and obviously you got to recognize that.
Exactly.
That's the thing. We have to recognize that it's a business.
Yeah.
People take it like it's the Bible, like
dude,
or like
you know like those people on Twitter who are like there are so many people who've gotten like a following just from tweeting however many times a day about everything that happens and having an opinion on it, and being in an ISO chamber so everybody agrees with them. So then people have gotten big like this, and it's like, I promise you, if you get off Twitter and like social media, like cut it in half and just keep doing that until you're like, the less I'm on social media, the happier I find myself.
Absolutely.
Like the less I'm focused every day on what everybody says is the next thing that's going to like end the fucking world. Yeah. I'm like happier. Like I don't worry as much. I'm not stressed. There's not as much anxiety.
It truly is.
Focus on myself more.
It's truly one of the instances where ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
You know? It's
and I'm not saying be ignorant, but like understand they want you freaking out all the time at everything that they write because it makes them money.
Well, I mean,
there is important shit out there.
The same thing goes for divisive people in general.
Yeah.
For like people who want to be divisive, in my experience with them, they do it because it gets them something, you know, it gets them notoriety because if they want to, like it gets them attention, you know. People like it. I love attention. I would probably catch myself doing the same thing if I didn't know better, but it's a hard place to find.
Just like they always want you thinking disaster's right around the corner, but if you really pay attention, they're always moving the goalposts. Mm-hmm. Because if you just stay, they want you staying like glued to the screen, glued to the next article. It's like, I promise you, if you took some time off to focus on yourself and making your life better, regardless of what's happening around you, you're gonna feel better.
Exactly. It's like I'm taking it. I've just had to scale everything down to just my day. Like right now, I need to think about what I'm doing now and nothing else. Because if I start paying attention to every other fucking 1,000 things that's being hurled at me from every single angle,
I'll stress out.
I
already have enough to deal with.
I'm not gonna get anything done.
Like Thursday, today's my busiest day of the week. Like I wake up at like 8:30 in the morning. I'll usually on like Tuesday or Thursday, I don't make I'm not making breakfast. It's usually like one of those Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches or like, dude, they have these sausage pancake things that are really good. Like it's like a corn dog but with a breakfast sausage and a pancake around it. So good. I didn't get those this time. I got the croissant breakfast sandwiches, and like I understand that the croissant breakfast sandwiches from Jimmy Dean.
They sound fire. Not gonna lie, I've never had.
They're not. They're complete mid. And
really?
Like any microwavable breakfast sandwich.
That's because you got to put it in the oven, bro.
I don't have time to put it in the oven. Like I'm not gonna put it in the oven and wait like that. Like, no, it's microwaved in school. So it's like 400 calories real quick. Drink some water, go to school. But like...
You need more nutritious breakfast.
Well, yeah, usually. But Tuesdays and Thursdays when I have early class. And
what's early class?
9. Or do I get up at... I get like 8. And like, I usually get dressed and shit. And then walk to school. But like, yeah. I'm not making a big breakfast because by the time I'm ready to eat breakfast, it's like 8:30.
I got you. Anyway, continue.
Anyways, I gotta leave by 8:45, and so I fucking leave for school. And I have 3 classes. Get home, eat like tuna salad or a turkey burger. Usually, my meals have gotten really like consistent. Like at least breakfast and lunch, and then dinner I'll usually play around. But
yeah. Same here. It's always been like that for me. I'll get through phases.
And then jiu-jitsu after the podcast. Or if you're Anthony, you just skip Muay Thai.
That is not true. This motherfucker's making shit up.
If you're Anthony, you just go, I don't need to go. And
this is blasphemy. Don't listen to him.
Phone needs to shut up.
This guy drinks
go to jiu-jitsu, take a shower, and then, as in tonight's case, take Tuan to the bars.
Oh man, that's gonna be something. Oh my gosh, you know what I really want to put on this podcast is I'm just gonna show it on my phone because I don't have it uploaded to the computer yet. But I'll just give a little signal when we start the video. So I don't know if you guys are familiar, but there's these. There's like a lot of like spicy food challenges out there.
Oh yeah.
And there's like the hot sauce, hot sauce or hot ones that show on YouTube that does the crazy hot wings. There's in this case a single chip.
I think most people have heard of it.
I think most people heard it.
They did it on.
It's called Paqui.
Shaq did it.
Yeah. It's called Paqui, I think. And we got our hands on 2 of them, and one of them. Kasaya, our good friend, ate one. Really enjoyed. So we'll start this video right here.
We'll get this uploaded.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn this
to the computer.
So, boom, start.
You gotta turn the volume on.
Well, we don't want it to feed through too hard.
I gotta put it in my mouth.
Just you can see his face change.
I'm already sweating. So it starts with him. Like, let me explain it for the listener, since I know a lot of people listen to this.
We got to cut to where
audio.
Yeah,
but he eats it, and like obviously, like it's Kush. Like he took it as like just thinking like he was eating wasabi or something, which he has. He's eaten balls of wasabi in the past. Wish we had the videos, but he eats it and then immediately starts like drooling and like spitting in the trash can,
freaking out.
Yeah,
freaking
out.
But
it gets so. Like, it gets
so
intense, bad.
It gets so intense to where he ends up in the shower.
In his underwear. And starts convulsing.
Yeah,
he starts shaking.
You'll see. Look.
When we give
it. You can see him. He's violently shaking.
Oh my God. How do we not, think this was a problem?
Dude. I mean,
he's drinking. He's just letting the water from the shower hit his tongue.
This video.
The look of despair in his face. And by the way, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure. So he drank a little thing of milk, a jug of milk, and then the only thing that was left was expired milk. It was like a month old. It was like a month old. This is like sour milk.
I mean, this was September 15th was the date, and it was October 5th when we did it.
Something like that. And he is chugging this sour milk.
No. That was Tuan.
Was that
That was
Twan?
So the story was we.
Yeah, go through it.
Yeah,
you
so
were there.
we did that with Kasaya the day before, and
Yeah.
we Twan, our other friend, came into town, and we ended up going to the bars that night and came back, and Twan was all hyped. Yeah, I'll fucking take on that challenge. So we're like, all right, like, go for it. We handed him this chip, and Twan's a few drinks down, so we're thinking this is gonna upset the fuck out of his stomach, and it was a bad idea. But he persisted, and he ate this chip, and instantly it was like the start of Kush's reaction to where he started kind of freaking out. But Twan took it like a boss, not gonna lie. But the whole time he
Twan
needed
was
milk.
also under the influence.
Yeah, but his big thing was like, I need milk. As we're going through the refrigerator, the only milk
Kush
that was
already
left-
drank the milk.
Kush already drank the milk, and their refrigerator hasn't been
Yeah.
cleaned or
Yeah.
gone through in months.
Yeah.
So only other milk in there was the expired milk. So we're just like, fucking
You just don't tell him.
just don't tell him. If he figures it out, he figures it out. It's funny anyway. And he drank like half of that gallon, bro.
Of sour milk.
And he didn't say anything about it either.
He
It must have been good.
He probably just, thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. I don't know what I would have done.
Like, I don't think your like nervous system's probably like so tweaked out from how hot it is. It doesn't even realize
the downer of all the alcohol plus just like it's
Yeah.
like a stimulant. How much
that's a
heat you
weird
got on your
combination. I'd be interested
tongue.
to see like how it affected like one of us who are like taller and heavier, because Twan's like
He's
5'5",
sporting a good 5'4",
like 135 pounds, like 130.
Seems a little like denser, like probably 150.
I don't know about
140.
150.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I don't
about
know.
that. Like 135, 140 is what I'll give him. But I wonder if it's because Kush is bigger, Kush is heavier, but he's still short, and he's only about
Kinda.
160.
Yeah.
Like I'm
He's just stocky though. He's
he
got
is,
like a little like build
but like
to him.
he's 160, and like me, like Kush at 160 is like stocky and built. Me at
Yeah.
160 is a skinny dude. Like I'm 180 right now. I wonder how it would affect me. You're like what, 200?
Yeah, but can you imagine me at 170? 'Cause that's what I was in high school.
I can imagine.
Or like at one point in high school, I
Dude,
dropped all the way to
you-
170.
Dude, you're talking to a guy that was like the skinny guy. Like my normal weight before I like for a few months now, like 3 months, I've been around like 180
Yeah.
around. But like I usually was like I went to 155 at one point, which is like I was skinny.
Yeah.
But like at least it was lean. At least it wasn't just like skin and bone.
Oh,
but like
lean.
I could probably go like less than that.
At that point, dude, I'm just like, it's kind of a blessing for me. I'm like, I could just eat. I could eat and eat. Cause I've just never really had that. I've never had that where I could just like eat without repercussion.
Dude, it's such a struggle for me to gain weight. Like I genuinely struggle gaining weight. Like I have to have a plan in place, like on calories. If I want to gain weight, I better have a fucking strict plan about it, because if not, I'll start dropping.
I literally will like limit. I mean, I'm not even complaining with it, because I'm fine with my like diet now in terms of like what I eat. Like I'm comfortable, but like I'll eat not a lot of food at all, and I eat all the right food. I eat pretty clean, and it's like I still got to really watch what I eat, or else I will gain weight. Like if I drink more than I normally do in like a weekend, if I drink say like first like Chavez, I will gain 5 pounds just because I drank that many carbs.
There have genuinely been times where I've eaten like absolutely horrible for like 4 or 5 days in a row, and I'm like, oh god, what am I gonna be? Same weight, have not gained a pound. I guess it's it's metabolism.
It's gotta be something like that. I remember back in the day, dude, when I was like, I mean, I say back in the day, but like when I was like in middle school or like late elementary school, I would make like, dude, 2 boxes of mac and cheese, eat like the entire thing. Or I'd take like the entire like bag of like Dino Nuggets. I would eat the entire. That was like the thing. Like I couldn't like not eat. If I made something, I'd have to make all of it and eat all of it. It was just like that was like in my mind. Even to this day, like I never make leftovers, or I never have leftovers, because what I make is what I eat. It doesn't matter like how I make a pound of beef. I'll eat a pound of beef.
Dude, that kind of reminds me of how like the difference between like my mom cooking and my dad cooking. Like, was it like for you growing up? Was there a big difference when it was like mom cooking and dad cooking, or were
In
both
terms
your
of
parents?
what? Because both of my parents cooked like an equal amount. My dad cooked a lot, compared to like traditional the amount that dads cook. I would imagine.
What's your dad like chefing up?
Dude, my dad cooks pretty fucking gas.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
see,
lie. My mom just as much. Like it was very equal.
See my dad. If we were like grilling, and now my parents have like an outdoor. They bought a whole ass griddle, like this outdoor griddle they have, and he cook. He really can cook up on that, and like because that's the dad thing. It's like griddle? It's a flat top griddle, so sick, and bro. I'm telling you,
awesome.
Visiting home. Like, he has stepped up his cooking game so much. Yeah. He loves cooking on that thing. And, like, I'll bite into it and be like, did you really make this, Dad? Like, he's like, he has been chefing up lately. But, like, growing up, my mom was a flight attendant, so she'd be gone for, like, days at a time. So it'd be my dad cooking. And, like, I just remember, like if my mom, like, came home, we were going to have, like, chicken parm. That was really made up, and like there was gonna be plenty of leftovers. And it's like me and my dad probably like one night it's late and we just haven't gotten around to dinner, and he'll bust out like the Trader Joe's orange chicken and just throw all of them on the plate.
Calendars, bro.
It wasn't it wasn't Marie Callender's. He would never do that to me. But
no, you get some like PF Chang's.
But like it was bro. As a young kid, as like a guy or a boy, I'd like, Dad, but do you want to just do Trader Joe's orange chicken tonight? I'm like, hell yes.
Oh, dude, you remember?
I love some Trader Joe's orange chicken.
Did you fuck with Hamburger Helper?
Fuck no. I hated that shit.
Fuck you. No, dude, Hamburger Helper, I would be hyped for
that
Hamburger
shit's
Helper
on the same level as like SpaghettiOs.
What?
That shit's, I know. I used to.
No. SpaghettiOs is like disgusting.
I used to know this girl. I don't really know her anymore. That would just eat. Bro, I'm not even joking. Bro. This was freshman year of college, bro. I don't talk to this person anymore, so I'm not gonna use a name, obviously, because they're still out there. Yeah. But from what I hear, it's the same, bro. The bowls she had would be stained red because she would always eat SpaghettiOs. She loved SpaghettiOs, so disgusting.
Instantly,
and she would religiously eat Chef Boyardee.
So she just had a thing for like canned pasta.
For horrible pasta.
Like canned. Oh god. You know what's pretty good is that.
And we would tell her too, like, how do you? And she's like, I don't know, I just love them. And then I'd be like, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just. And I'd eat it. I'd be like, that's fucking disgusting.
SpaghettiOs. Are you supposed to eat them like warm?
Yes.
Okay. Like, I
ate them once when they first came out because I was like, Mom,
they're so fucking gross.
They're so fake, bro.
It's like ketchup, water, and like soggy ass noodle.
Dude, I remember they came out like the original commercials with the tongue coming out of the O.
Ugh. I didn't even remember that.
Shit.
That just
maybe I'm wrong, actually, but I might just be making that up.
How are we gonna advertise our noodle with the tongue coming out of?
I might be making that up, but. I remember I was like, Mom, I gotta try them. And my mom's told me, like as a kid, like you're not gonna like them. They're not good.
I thought it was universally recognized that they sucked.
Yeah, well, I was a kid, and I'm like, I see the commercial. I'm like, I gotta try them. Like they're partying with the SpaghettiOs on stage, and so I'm like, I gotta. And then I took one bite. I was like, and she just took the bowl. She's like, I told you,
dude. That was the exact same like. It's the same experience I had with SpaghettiOs. Was like me being like, I want to try SpaghettiOs so bad because I think I saw the commercial. My parents being like, no, you're not gonna like them.
Yeah.
Tried one bite. Was that a thing? Like, do you like SpaghettiOs, Levi? Who the fuck likes SpaghettiOs other than I guess they have a few,
this girl's
a few like righteous fans of theirs that just buy all of their inventory.
Nothing against this, but this girl's a case study. That's all I'm gonna say. You could do a case study.
I mean, dude, the SpaghettiOs, that's a...
But Hamburger Helper, yeah.
Hamburger Helper's not on the same tier.
My mom bought it one time because my parents had it because there was a thing back in the day, too.
What?
Hamburger Helper?
Yeah, it was a thing for, like...
And they were like
the 80s,
they hadn't had it in a
90s.
while either, so I was like, oh, I'll give it a shot. And my parents ate it. They were like, it's not that great. But I ate it. I only had a few bites because it just tasted like fake meat. It's just not good. Like I didn't like the cheese, the meat, anything, bro.
Wait. What do you mean fake meat?
It just didn't taste
you don't
right,
use like
bro.
Hamburger Helper meat. You use like your own meat.
Oh yeah, well whatever the fuck Hamburger Helper, the powder
stuff.
ass.
I like that. I like it.
Ass.
Yeah.
I did not like it at all.
You don't like it either, Levi?
Wait, so what is
God,
Hamburger
get the
Helper
fuck-
then? Cause
So Hamburger Helper literally is just the combination of your own ground beef, the noodles, and the powder.
Yeah, I didn't like the noodles
It's
either.
like mac and cheese for adults. Not saying it's healthy. I'm saying it's delicious.
It's not delicious. I did not like it one bit.
I would eat that. Oh my gosh, I can still taste it, bro. It's
I
so
could not,
good.
bro.
It's so
tastes
good.
like plastic to me.
You know, even like the little like the most basic dishes like meatloaf. I
Oh,
fucking love meatloaf.
stop!
Dude.
Why'd you say that? My mom makes the best. Dude,
That's
I have
what
a
I'm
buddy
saying,
back
like-
home where you cannot bring up meatloaf because then he makes it a mission to figure out how he can eat some meatloaf, bro. Like, meatloaf is like
It's
it's
so
not
good.
something you
It's
think
the
about
least
actively.
appetizing
Dude.
name of a food ever, but it's so good.
It's like the
loaf
thing is,
of
you
meat.
have to like. I never think of meatloaf on my own. It has to be brought up, and then I'm like, oh fucking meatloaf! It's like so good. Like my mom. Oh my god, my mom makes this meatloaf that's just insane. And like every time I'm like, she always asks me like, what should we do for dinner? And like I love fucking meatloaf, but I never actively think of like meatloaf
If your mom doesn't make good meatloaf, is she really a mom?
for real. Oh my
That's
god,
just a signature
it's like
mom
top.
meal.
That's like hidden top tier. Like you know they have those tier lists, bro.
Yeah.
There's like a hidden tier.
It's like an
you-
AAA tier.
Yeah, you have to
Or an
look at from a
SSS
certain
tier.
angle.
Oh my god,
It's like a meatloaf.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. I mean, dude, I think that there's that. I mean, the big one when I go back home now is my mom makes these pizzas, like these like cauliflower crust pizzas.
My mom experiments with
or
those.
no, she uses almond flour. It's even different. I don't know.
Nah,
It's
my
so
mom buys
fucking
the cauliflower bases
Yeah.
from Trader Joe's.
good. Nah, that's
She's
telling
always
you,
playing
man.
around.
Telling
with
you,
them.
you gotta get on the almond train. Almond flour sounds like some granola shit, but it's really good.
My mom also buys these like egg wraps. Have you ever seen those?
I've heard of them.
Like you can make your own. I've seen like guys on Instagram. There's this guy named Noel who's like a bodybuilder.
Oh, Noel.
Yeah, he's if anybody knows him, shout out. But like they're these egg wrap. Like you just pack them like you would a wrap, but it's not like a tortilla or anything. It's like it's like high protein. It's pretty good.
I mean, it sounds pretty good. I like pretty much anything with eggs in them.
Yeah.
Or like using eggs. I love, dude. You know, like what I could put down. I could probably put down 2 pounds of fried rice.
Oh, dude,
Like good fried rice. I could.
What do you put in fried
I think
rice?
if you put me and Joey Chestnut next to 2 big ass bowls of fried rice, I think I could beat him in that. Not hot dogs. That's
what do you
different
put in
game.
fried rice?
Like little carrots, celery, eggs.
You put any meat?
rice. If I would. I haven't, but like I don't know what would
I'll
you
tell
put
you.
in?
See, here's what I do. I basically 3 eggs, cup of day-old rice from the day before, like whatever I cooked for dinner, and then carrots, celery. If I have another vegetable, maybe I'll throw it in. But like, I don't do any like proper meats. The easiest way to do it, I got this from my mom, is take Spam and cut it up into little cubes.
I love Spam.
See, I've never eaten
I like
Spam
Spam.
alone, but
One
like
of the few.
when it's in fried rice,
Well, I mean,
oh
obviously,
yeah,
I don't really
it's
like
really
it just
good.
by myself.
And
but-
I'll make like enough for like 2 or 3 days.
oh, really?
Yeah, I'll just make.
Enough
of
fried,
fried
rice. I think you
rice.
meant Spam.
No,
I was like,
of fried rice.
living off of Spam for 2 or 3 days.
Bro, I swear, we talked about this the other day. In my pantry back at my house, we could survive for a couple months. We've got that much canned shit.
Dude, we really don't in my house. I mean, like, now that I think about it, we're fucked if the apocalypse
Here?
comes. Well, especially here,
Yeah.
man. Are you kidding me? I got like,
Well,
I got like 4 cans of tuna.
I don't
and,
really
like,
buy
honey.
canned stuff besides tuna. That's what I was gonna say. Tuna's really the only canned thing I buy.
I mean, yeah, vegetables. I try to remain fresh if I can.
I'll do canned green beans.
You know, canned green beans are the highest.
Sodium.
No, fucking like pesticides and like GMOs and
That's
shit.
fine, bro. Give me as many GMOs. I want the high tech shit.
Yeah, yeah. I better be having a third.
Not gonna
arm
be
by
living in the
age
past.
27.
Give me more GMOs. I'm the anti.
Just green.
I try to eat
Green
organic.
Giant extra GMOs.
Yeah.
The new line.
I want the one that kills the weaker strains of green beans.
I want the ones that like you can't plant anything there for like the next couple of years.
I try to eat organic, but it's more expensive.
It's so hard when
more
you're
budgeted.
It's so hard when you're at our stage where you can't really afford like a.
The biggest change I've made
$25
recently is going from the Winco tuna to wild caught tuna because there's not as much mercury.
Yeah, that's something to definitely look out for.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of meat, I always try to I don't like buying I don't like getting deals on meat just because I don't feel good about the meat I'm getting a deal on.
See, for me it's like I'm not buying like a budget ribeye. I'd rather just buy like a good like round steak or chuck steak. Like
fucking this thing is loud today.
I think I've got some eye of chuck steak or eye of round steak or something in my. Let's do a barbecue on Friday.
Okay.
I got some meat I need to cook up.
It's Friday as in tomorrow.
Yeah. Everybody slide.
Everybody slide, yeah.
Everybody
slide to Chico tomorrow.
For the barbecue.
3 days before this podcast.
Slide 3 days ago. It's any time travelers out there.
Yeah, for real. Oh, he's already here. No, but no, that sounds good. I'd be down for barbecue. I'm always down for a Friday barbecue, man. Levi, if you don't, are you working? Damn. Okay, well
Damn it!
I'll be barbecuing in your name. But no, dude, that's always, even though it's not summer anymore.
That's the thing. Finally cooling down,
so much.
I don't care when it is. I'll barbecue. Like the thing is,
no, that's something nice about being cold outside and just
exactly.
like a fucking
warm
hot
barbecue and like. Dude, it's cooling down finally.
Drunk as fuck barbecuing in the backyard.
Well, we're finally
a cold night.
Cooking what? He's searing it. Then it's raw.
He's only searing it. There's no other process other than the sear.
Now that it's cold this weekend, we're gonna clear out that backyard and get the beer dye going. We gotta make a new table since that one broke. We've got a whole ecosystem growing under that beer dye table.
Yeah, dude. I know. There's a whole ecosystem that probably some shit scientists haven't even discovered back there.
Yeah.
They're just growing
from the last year. But we're going to clear it out. Hopefully that'll be back in business.
Yeah.
It's just been too hot. No, it's not.
Not anymore. We need rain, man. I need some...
Dude, we should be... It's looking like it... It's looking like it... No, it's not going to rain. No, damn it.
It never is. It never is. They just tease me with clouds. And like dark clouds at that, and then I leave San Diego, and San Diego gets hail, a fucking thunderstorm, rain for 3 days.
Why do I?
Are you kidding me? Where was this when I was, dude? That's like my favorite weather of all time. It makes my day.
Half of the fucking time I go home, my dad's like, "Storm coming in."
Dude, like what
storm
the fuck?
coming in? Like I miss a storm coming in. Like my dad's always getting a storm coming in. I'm like, not fucking here. It's fucking 90. It's 91 in November.
Yeah, it's clear skies with fucking 105 degrees in September.
Like it'll be like 6 days in a row of like below 70, and then it's 91 for no reason for a day.
I hate that shit so much. I'll be on the phone with my dad and be like,
storm coming in.
No, he's like, yeah, it's like 72 degrees. We got a nice drizzle. Like, like it's real nice out here. What is it up there? And it's literally like 96 degrees with like 80% humidity.
I miss being
smoke. I just want to fuck.
I miss being in Sacramento and there'd be a storm and the power goes out. That kind of storm. I want that kind of storm to come in. I want the power to go out. I want to feel like reduced to tribalism.
You get all the boys together with the lights out, just fucking hang out.
Light some candles.
Light some candles. Sing a little bit.
Just talk about some stupid shit. I swear to God, we were talking about the other day. I think me and
hold hands.
I think me and my roommates probably have the fucking which chicken sandwich is the best conversation once a week, bro.
It gets physical sometimes.
And then they're always releasing new ones. Like the McDonald's one has gone through 3 iterations.
I love chicken sandwiches, but like they're kind of fucking going overboard with it a little bit. It's like. And chicken in general, there's just so much of it now. They've flooded the market with chicken. I'm not complaining.
They came out. That's why the Super Size Me guy came out with the Super Size Me 2 Holy Chicken.
See, I didn't even know he did that until it just showed up on my YouTube.
I can't believe you hadn't seen it yet.
I hadn't. Now I've seen it.
But
Super Size Me 2.
The
Sponsors.
one fucking chicken sandwich I make it a point of trying to try every chicken sandwich except the fucking Burger King Chiking. It's called the Chiking, and it's probably like just fried fucking
death
beer batter with like bits of chicken sprinkled in.
It's a fried bar of soap from the Burger King bathroom.
It's probably like hollow.
That the homeless guy used to wash himself.
The Chiking.
I've gotten assaulted in the Burger King parking lot here in Chico. I've told that story.
Yeah, I think you have.
The woman grabbing my hair.
Yeah.
my,
So silky.
haven't been back. Actually, I've been back one time for some chicken fries, but not much recently. Those chicken fries are good.
They're mid. Everything at Burger King is mid. Nothing
don't
is like,
listen
oh,
to
that's
this
good.
guy.
No, it's like, I'm probably gonna hate myself after.
I
this,
will hate
but-
myself regardless of if I get a chicken
No,
fries
but
or
I'll
not. I mean,
really
it's just
hate
I'm going to Burger King
Yeah,
either way.
Burger King.
I'm gonna hate
regardless, I'm
myself
gonna hate-
afterwards.
But let me tell you some shame. Like, but here's the thing. For me, when I was eating Burger King, I had no choice. The
When
pandemic.
you were eating burger, you eat Burger King, don't you?
No.
Oh.
But I had to for a little bit because the pandemic had just started and I was working and I would get off at like 10:30 at night and nothing was open. And the only thing open till midnight was fucking Burger King, unless I wanted to drive
Jack
across
in the
town
Box.
to In-N-Out, which after work I did
Or
not
Jack
want
in
to
the
do.
Box.
Or Jack in the Box. But like I didn't want to go to tweaker-infested Jack in the Box. I didn't want to drive all the way across town to fucking In-N-Out. And so I'd go to Burger
get
King
assaulted at Burger
and I'd
King.
get the... I was such an idiot. I'd get the Rodeo King, which is like their kind of
Western-
version of a double Western bacon
Yeah.
cheeseburger. And I'd eat it and just like... There's no, like, there's a very brief amount of pleasure in the bites that you take, but it's like the second you swallow the last bite, it's like,
The
ugh,
second you get more
It's like
than a third of the way
deep in
through,
my stomach, just, like, my stomach knows immediately, like,
Just
this is fucked. What did I just,
Why did
it's
I
like
do
post-nut clarity.
It is.
Almost eating
It
Burger
is.
King, bro. It's like,
It's
it's just
so-
like,
that's
what
so
the fuck
true.
did I just do?
just
I'm such a food
ashamed-
whore.
Ashamed of myself, and just it's never good, man. Fuck Burger King. That's the consensus for that's we should just name this episode "Fuck Burger King." And get a McDonald's
Why isn't
sponsorship.
it Burger Queen?
Well, thank you guys for tuning in for another week. This was really a joy. We love to do it. We love to be here with you guys. We will be back next week. Every Monday, releasing episodes at 6 a.m. You got
Yeah.
anything else to say, Dom?
No, we didn't. I feel like, it's getting colder. I kind of like getting cozy in the podcast studio. And shout out Grand Forks, North Dakota.
There you go. There you go. Hit us up on our socials at orangehousepod on Instagram and our email, orangehousepodcast@gmail.com. So thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.